in, come on in. We are live on YouTube. Let me do the comments here. Get them set up while everybody's jumping on. All right, we got them comments set up. You must be a subscriber to comment on YouTube. If you're watching on the replay, you may be watching the replay on Facebook. And you can comment, anybody can comment on Facebook. All right, come on in, everybody. Whew, yes, we have been busy today, Margaret. I don't know what all I've done, but I've been on the move. I did get 3 loads of clothes washed today, y'all, so I caught up on all the laundry this morning. I started that first thing this morning, got that all done. I got one of my coop shirts on. Y'all remember I had this one last year was my shirt. To the coop, to the coop, to the coop, coop, coop. That's what I used to tell them chickens. Get in the coop. So this is one of my older shirts. But I think we can see them good on, I like the color because you can see the wording good on the screen there. All right, let's see what else is going on here tonight. What's everybody into tonight? What? Okay. Oh, Star wanna know if I'm liking my washing machine. Yes, I love it. I got the big one. I got like a 5 cubic capacity or something. I can put all kind of clothes in there. And I can tell it really works good because it really wrings them. They're almost dry time that thing spins them so good. So my dryer, I usually would have to run like a cycle and a half, you know, if I put a lot of clothes in there, but it seems to be doing it just on one cycle now. So that's good. Oh, Nina's been working on flower beds all day. Well, I ain't got to any outside. It was hot today, but I didn't work any outside today other than going to the chickens, and I was going to go work on the coop, but then the buggy wouldn't start, so Tony had to break from what he was doing and come up here and see what was going on with the buggy. He charged the battery, he put gas in it, and it started up, and it run like a charm. It had this little light on it, and we thought we were going to have to take it to the shop, but he said now the light went off. So I don't know if maybe the battery cable might have been loose or something, and it caused the battery not to, and by him doing this, it got tightened back up. I don't know what the deal was, but anyhow, he figured that out, and he said it was running good. I haven't went out there. Now, little Cohen said it runs just like it did the first time I rode in it. But I thought it was making some type of a noise, so I don't know. I'm going to have to, when I go in it, I'll see if it sounds any different to me. But they said it was running good, so I had to put that work off to another day. I wanted to take them some straw down there, but instead, Cohen and I went down there, and they got to play outside about an hour and a half or 2 hours today. The chickens stayed out a long time today. So somebody's talking about the storms in Arkansas. I got a friend down there that lives actually at a campground, and the campground is all flooded. They've had to move the trailer out, and it's just a mess. And the church they go to, her husband's a pastor. The church they go to is all flooded. They've been working that all day, and they was trying to stay at the church because they had to move the camper, and it's just been a mess, she said. So I think a lot of people's storming and down in Arkansas. Oh, let's see. Pam said over 16 inches in parts of West Tennessee. Oh my goodness. It's just, y'all, it's just so many different areas are getting hit with so many different things. It's just horrible. Did Tony get to eat today? Tony had a pretty good day today. He started out this morning, and he wanted some scrambled eggs with a pancake. So I said, that will be fine. You can have that. So he ate that, no trouble. His trouble only comes at night, y'all. And then for supper, he had some beef and broccoli with some rice. So should be good on that. And I think he had little crackers or something throughout the day, spacing his foods out. So we've been only trying to drink Mountain Dew. I mean, not Mountain Dew, water. We've quit drinking Mountain Dew. I haven't bought any Mountain Dew for a while. I drink these. I drink the hydration ones if I can. Sometimes I'll drink the half caffeine ones. But I've been trying to switch over to this stuff and not get the Mountain Dew. So that's what I've been drinking. And he buys some kind of a sugar-free tea, and he drinks on that sometimes. Lately, he's been drinking Pedialyte and a little bit of Gatorade, but I don't like him drinking a lot of Gatorade because I don't think Gatorade's good for you either. So we've been trying to get away from that. Let's see, what is it? We had fire this evening in Winona, North Carolina, where Tony stops at the Harley Davidson store. Oh no. Margie said her son is in the Army and he is helping with the flood victims. Let's see what Joyce is drinking. She's drinking a loaded tea right now. The one I'm drinking today was called BB, B-I-B-I, and I don't think I've ever had that one before, but it was good. So I had my first one this morning, and now I'm drinking another one because I plan on being up for a while. Somebody said, did you get your feeders out? I don't know what that means because I already had my feeders out. I've done switched to all the feeders, and I need to get I think I'm going to be getting chicken food next week. Penny said Gatorade is good for you. Well, if you look it up, I looked up Gatorade for kidney. People on stage 4 kidney dialysis, Gatorade was not listed as something you should be drinking. So I'm just going by what I Googled. I always thought it was good for you too. But we're trying to drink more water. I've been buying bottled water, so it's easy for Tony just to grab one and go. He don't have to get a cup and get it out of the thing. So, yeah, like I said, I always thought Gatorade was good for you until I looked it up and I was Googling to see what he can drink, and it said no for the Gatorade. Google it yourself and make your own decisions. But I seen that it is not good for people with kidney problems. So it has a lot of stuff in it, but it was not good for somebody with kidney problems. And it does have potassium in it, and that's probably the reason they don't want him to have it, because it has salt in it and it has potassium, and he has to back off of those two things. So that's all I know. I don't think the Gatorade was bad for you. It was bad for him because of the potassium. Let me just reword that because y'all gonna come at me on that. But I went actually to the store one day and I read the labels of everything up there sugar-free to see what I could give him to drink, and I came home empty. I do buy him some tea, that's zero sugar tea, but of course you can make tea at home too. But anyhow, that's what he's been drinking. He does drink his coffee still in the morning, but he has switched over, him and I both, trying to drink more water. All right, so anyhow, he did feel good throughout today. So he's had a good day so far. He's been eating small meals, very small meals, and You know, he usually eats one big meal every day, but he's been just eating small amounts and going on about his business. So that's good. All right, let's see. But he did feel good. Now the little Cohen was out here the whole day today. He's about 7 or 8 years old. So they brought him out earlier and they was fishing with him and all that. And then his parents had to run somewhere, so he just stayed with Tony the day, and him and Tony just hung together like they tight. So that was good. Tony should be fine to go to church tomorrow. I don't think he's going to eat anything else tonight unless he's been eating some grapes. I told him you could have grapes, you can have bananas, you can have apples. I got him some yogurt. So he's just been going doing stuff like that. So yeah, Cohen is a good helper. I mean, that boy is smart and he knows a lot of stuff about he. We'll say like go look and see if there's any gas in the shed for the lawnmower. He go right in there. He said, nope, all 4 cans are empty. So him and Tony had to go up to the gas station and get some gas so they could put the gas in the buggy. But yeah, he was dying to hold one of them chickens, y'all. That's all he talked about is he really wanted to hold a chicken, and I thought, well, I don't know how in the world I was gonna catch that chicken because I didn't feel like running after none of them, and I didn't want to get a net, you know, because I didn't want to freak them out. So I sat there in the chair, and then one finally walked by me, and I reached and just grabbed it, and it happened to be Violet. And then he said, I'd like to hold one of them smaller ones because Violet was pretty big for him. But I never did catch one of the smaller ones. But he liked that. He got to give him the treats and he got to get the eggs out, and so he's a good little helper. He'll probably be coming out here. In school, it's hard for him to get out here, and then he has to go to his dad's house every other weekend. So he only has like 2 weekends a month that he could actually even come out here. Uh, so I'm sure in the summertime they'll be coming out, you know, maybe some more on the weekends, or maybe come and stay some in the summer when they have schools out. It's easier when school's out. So hard during school, you know. School year is so long. Does anybody know how many diapers Lindsay got today? Y'all. I know y'all probably ordered some last night after we talked about it, because I was trying to get Lindsay just inundated. So it wouldn't have had time to get there overnight, but she did get a lot. I think she's up to about 700 some. I can't remember the number. If any of y'all know, you can type it in there. The total for yesterday and today. Now, I did send her some, but she hasn't got mine yet because mine's coming from Costco. Costco, you can get a big old box, so mine are coming from Costco. Okay, let's see. Gail and Kara said 797. Joyce Frank sent me a gift there. Ruby or whatever. I got a lot of those today. Are they called rubies or jewels? I don't know if they're called rubies and they add up to jewels, or what. I don't know about that. But yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, the diaper drive, my niece Lindsay, who runs Coastal Living with Lindsay, is doing a diaper drive in her town. Rosie, thank you for the gift. So we're all sending her diapers, and I was trying to, she don't watch my Fireside because she goes to bed early. So I'm trying to, she posted on my page. I told her, put it on my page so they can have the link easy. It's easier if you have a link, and the link, you just go in there, and there's diapers. It's as cheap as $8.99. So I think she'll meet that goal. Of well, we set a goal on her page that day. She was live, and we set the goal 5,000, and then after she started getting so many, we said we might have to up that goal. I hope she breaks that goal. I'd like to see her get 10,000. But the link for the diaper, somebody's asking. The diapers are for North Charleston. It's a diaper fund that they have down there. They have a diaper fund once a year for the city of North Charleston in South Carolina. And needy people who need diapers can come there throughout the year and get these diapers. The link is on my page and the link is on her page. You'll just have to scroll back through it. I don't know how to add a link while we are live. So if you can't figure out where the link is, then just shoot a message to our page and we can send you that. You can send it to Coastal Living with Lindsay or you can send it to my page, either one. Who is Cohen? Cohen is, him and his sister Hayden are Tony's oldest sons, sort of like his stepkids. That he dates, he's been dating her for 2 or 3 years. Brittany, so their mother. So Matt and Brittany, that's Brittany's kids. So we just include them in the grandkid pile. So we have Jace is the baby grandbaby, and then we have Cohen and Hayden, which is Tony's oldest sons, sort of like his stepkids. They're not officially married, but they've been dating a long time, so I'm hoping they'll get married. I keep asking them all the time, when y'all getting married? All right, Mary Jo Greco wants to know, how do you do the thumbs up? The thumbs up, it depends on if you are on an Android or an iPhone. I think the iPhone, you can double click on your picture and you'll get there, or you can X out of the comments and you'll see the thumb there. It'll look like that. Or if you're on an Android, it's 3 little dots at the top of your screen. If you see the 3 little dots, click on that and you can get to the thumbs like that. The iPhone, I think you have to actually hit on that X to X out of the comments, and then you'll see it. All right, Margaret said she's on an Android and she can double click to get the thumbs up. On my Android, it didn't work, so that's why I was saying that. All right, y'all, let's, yeah, I think you have to X out the comments in order to see the thumb. All right, let's, let me see how many. We got 777 on here tonight. We got 300 and some thumbs up already, so that's good. All right. D. Loudermilk says on the Android, you should be able to click the screen twice also. All right, I couldn't. It didn't work on my phone, but it might be because it's my page. My phone might look different, you know. I'm not sure. Okay, well, I can double click on your thing and you can see the thumb maybe. Try that and see if it works. All I know. We just have to keep trying. We're trial and error on this, y'all. All right, let's read our devotion for tonight. We read this out of this little book, Our Daily Bread. You can get a free copy at ourdailybread.org. Go out there, or you can Google Daily Bread and find out how to get your own copy. Tonight in Psalm 145, great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. Hallelujah, ain't that right? A spiritual dilemma. The average person checks his or her phone 150 times a day. Y'all, how many times a day do y'all check your phone? I mean, mine, I carry it with me practically the whole day, you know. I don't know if it'd be 150 times. That might be, oh, that's a lot. Whew. It says, let that sink in a minute. Y'all put in the comments, how many times a day do you check your phone? Something has our attention and it may not be for our good. Tristan Harris believes this. He's one of the voices in a film that features some of the top names in technology, people who ushered us into social media. But instead of praise, their voices are sounding the alarm, calling our reality the social dilemma. We are the product. Our attention is the product being sold to advertisers. We give our attention to what we believe is valuable or worthy. And in a very real sense, what we give attention, we can find ourselves worshiping. Uh-oh. Whoa. That word dilemma indicates a situation where a choice has to be made. Believe it or not, we face such a dilemma in our spiritual lives, a choice we have to make daily. Who or what will I give my attention to? In other words, who or what will I worship? The psalmist clearly made his choice. Every day I will praise you, God, and exalt your name forever and ever. The verse that follows gives his rationale. Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. His grace, his greatness, no one can fathom. The psalmist believed nothing compares to God's greatness, and so he focused his attention there. God and God alone is worthy of our praise. In contrast to time for praying or reading scripture, what vies for your attention? What changes can you make to keep technology from becoming an idol? Oh, dear God, you alone are worthy of my praise. Nothing compares to you. All right, I see Becky on here says, I check my phone too many times a day. Yeah, sometimes I just have to go plug it in, let it charge, and then I got to getting it on the laundry, the dishes, and I just got to set it down and get away. And sometimes I'll sit and, go through messages. I get so many messages a day. And sometimes I look at them a couple times a day trying to get the messages out of there and see if I got to respond to any, because I got to always look to see if the messages are anything to do with cookbooks. I got cookbook sitting over there in the box. My main cookbook, my number one cookbook, has 205 recipes in it. I got a new stock. I just got them back in stock. I had practically run out. I only had a few, and they sent them to me fast, y'all. So, and these have the spiral binding, which I like a whole lot better. If you got one of the original cookbooks, it didn't have the spiral binding. I'm sorry about that, but the spiral binding, you can open it and lay it flat and fold it back and all that is so much better, but I didn't know. So now we know. All right, let's see what else we got here. Judy said she tries to spread the gospel every day on Facebook. It is a great tool. It can be a bad tool, but it can be a great tool too. So we get to share songs and scriptures and church services and everything like that. So that is great too. How's the cats? I seen Tom today and I seen Miss Kitty. So I filled their food and water up out there just a little bit ago. I filled the bird feeder up today. I've been on it, y'all. I got my hummingbird put out. Now, every year I have 2 hummingbirds that come. I don't know where they come from. But they come back every year. Now, somebody, Martha Abb said you have cookbook 1 and 2 left. I now have plenty of cookbook 1 and 2, and I only have a handful of Fireside cookbooks, and I've been telling y'all that. Once Fireside is gone, it's gone. I won't be restocking that one at all. So, Tony does still have his sensor on. He didn't wear it for a while because what happened? The sensor, not the sensor, but the reader thing, I want to say it got put in the laundry in his pocket. Somehow it got wet, and I think it went in the laundry. So I had to get him a new sensor. A new sensor. I had to get him the new reader. So he has got that now and got the sensor back on so we can monitor. He's been so sick he hasn't even really needed it because he hasn't had much to eat. So anyhow, I'll be watching for those hummingbirds to be coming back. I haven't talked to my sister to see how Ron is doing. The way it works with him is he goes like twice a week, I think, to get platelets or something. So on those days, once he gets the platelet, he has a few good days, and then he needs it again. And so without that, he wouldn't have much quality of life at all, I think, is the way it does. Now, Debbie Dar said she uses her phone instead of the reader. Tony's phone is old and it wouldn't let me put the app on his phone. So he can't use the app on his phone until he gets a new phone. And he needs a new phone, but we just haven't gotten him one. He did not get sick last night. I think he felt a little tiny nauseous when he got up this morning. And I said, if you feel nauseous when you get up, I'm going to give you a Zofran right away. And then that clears him up. So he was just a little tiny bit nauseous this morning. So we're going to try just the little things we know so far, eating small meals, not eating anything spicy and different things like that. He did eat tonight. I think it was 5 or 6 o'clock. He ate a little bit of beef broccoli and some rice. So he really, I think, usually can tolerate the Chinese food. He doesn't get anything spicy. But, oh, Debbie said she couldn't use hers till she got a new phone. Yeah, his old phone still works. The screen is all cracked and it's slow, and he really does need a new phone. But man, phones are so expensive, so he's trying to get all the life out of this one that he can. His bed is not elevated, but I've been researching. I think you can buy on Amazon something that you prop the bed up with. I started researching the other day and I got sidetracked and didn't get to go back and look at it, but I think you can actually buy like little things that you stick up under the head of the bed that will prop the bed up about 3 inches or something like that. So we don't have anything like that now, so we're just kind of playing it by ear. They gave him 2 prescriptions. I'm only giving him 1 of the prescriptions right now, because I don't want to give them 2 at the same time, introduce 2 things to them, and then we don't know which one's working and all that. So right now he's just taking the Protonics. So every morning, sometime in the morning, and then before he eats dinner, he has done that. Yeah, they always give him Zofran for nausea. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. Yeah, I don't know about the wedge pillow. And normally, he's like sleeps on his stomach. That's probably why he gets heartburn too. I mean, he don't even get the heartburn. He just wakes up throwing up. But yeah, he doesn't have vertigo. He doesn't have vertigo. And I don't know about if a wedge pillow would work with him or not. Anyhow, he's taking that Protonics twice a day right now. So we're going to see. They want him to take that for at least 6 weeks, and then they're going to repeat. But we should be able to tell based on, if he's getting a little bit, we're going to try to change the eating habits as best we can. Y'all know that's hard. But we are going to try to change the eating habits. And he's drinking, mostly water now. So just a few things like that we're going to try to check into. I haven't had time to really Google a whole lot of stuff to see. So we'll see. They did a biopsy. They sent all that off. So when that comes back, that might tell us more. I haven't tried to put any kind of brick or anything under the headboard because I think it would just fall off. I don't I don't know if I want to put the brick on the hardwood floor. Uh, so we'll see, y'all. We'll just keep at it and see what they says. Yeah, we're gonna slowly ease into it. uh, all right. I forgot what the other medicine was. It started with a P too, but it was a great big long name, and I don't know what it was. But they gave that to him, and that was sort of for like indigestion, heartburn type thing or something. So I didn't want to do both. I'm just going to do the protonics right now. Yeah, he does love hot peppers and stuff, but you know, it will hopefully the esophagus will heal, and then he'll be able to eat what, you know, he'll be able to eat spicy stuff again once that heals. All right, everybody's saying good night, so we're gonna go, and if you haven't ordered your diapers yet and you want in on that, uh, be sure to get your diapers ordered. If you need the link, shoot my page a message and we can send the link out, okay? And I'm gonna go and finish drinking my BB drink right here, my Country Roads, with no caffeine. I love those fruity things. All right, good night all. We will talk to y'all tomorrow.